Kent Puget Money Talk here with another video. And today we're gonna talk about things I work spending money on. So these are things that you can spend money on and it's actually worth it. And we're gonna start with shoes. And shoes don't have to be too fancy. So why it's good like spend money on shoes? If you have like an old pair of shoes, they start to wear out and it can be a safety hazard. So it's good to have a good pair of shoes. If you work at a warehouse, you probably want to have work shoes, like slip resistant and the steel toe shoes. Those are good to have if you work in a warehouse or if you're a truck driver. Those work shoes are good to have. And you get work shoes for under $100. And like regular tennis shoes, you would get those within the $50 range. So it doesn't have to be too expensive. Number two, I would have said this was a waste of money just a year ago, but mattress. And so why would you want to have a mattress? Why would you want to spend money on a mattress? Well, you want to have a good mattress on your bed because a bad mattress, it could give you back problems. And once you start having back problems, things will go downhill. So it's good to have a good mattress. So if you have an old mattress that's like 15 years old, it's probably time to get another mattress because you want to save that back. So that's good to spend money on. And of course, there are skills. So obviously, if you want to be like a plumber, you need to pay money for skills. You need to take like some kind of, what do you call those classes? Vocational classes? Tech classes? So these should be like plumbers, electricians, welders. You would have to spend money to take these classes to get these skills. And once you know these skills, they can help you quite a bit. You make quite a bit of money being a welder. And if you saw my video last week, I was talking about the truck driving job. So if you didn't see that video, feel free to check it out. Leave some comments to that video. I'm sure my friend would really appreciate it because my friend actually came on the channel. I mean, I would have loved for him to officially come on the channel, but he's scared to show his face. But I still got to use his voice, so it was good. I used my tablet for that video because I was using this phone for him to speak through. So that's why the picture in that video looked different. The video quality, I should say. But skills, they're good to spend money on. If I was going to be like a electrician, yeah, I would go online and look for like some electrician schools. I would pay for it. Take the classes and hopefully get qualified, be able to get a job as an electrician. That's if I want to be an electrician. And of course, there's financial books. So some of these you get value out of them because I bought some financial books. There's one I bought. I actually got some value out of it. It was called, what was it called? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So that was a good financial book. The guy talked the difference between assets and liabilities. He got into all that. So there's things that you'll learn from him that your teacher just never taught you. And of course, there's other financial books like The Millionaire Next Door. So these financial books are pretty interesting. You may want to check them out. And it was the last financial book I got. It was from, oh yeah, this is something else you want to invest in. And this is an ebook. And an ebook, the reason you want an ebook is so you can buy my books from Amazon. But seriously, an ebook's good to have. Because whenever you buy books on Amazon, that it goes straight to Kindle. And it doesn't take up as much space. It doesn't take up really any space whenever you buy books through like the ebooks. It does not take up space. So those would be like Kindle books you would buy on Amazon, and they would show up on your ebook. But right now, I'm gonna leave one of my books down here. I mean, it's not a financial book. It's actually it's a Christian book. So I want some people to check it out, and if you like it, I may do a part 2. And what else? Was there anything else with the financial books, ebooks? I think that's it. Fifth one is security. So these will be like cameras and alarms. So cameras, some of y'all probably think it's a waste of money, but they're good to have. Because let me tell you something, when I was like 19, I don't know why they did this, but somebody decided to set my car on fire, my truck on fire. If I would have had this one of those doorbell cameras back then, there's a high chance that they probably would have got caught. I would have loved to have caught them. But we didn't have cameras back then, so they got away with it. I mean, I could have got money from them. I could have sued them for setting my truck on fire if I knew who they were, but I didn't. So back in the 2000s, hardly anybody had cameras. Basically, nobody had a doorbell camera, but today, quite a bit of people have them, including myself. I have a doorbell camera. I was even joking around with my friend, talking about how back in the days, whenever my parents were out of town, I would invite people over. We'd have a party. And I was telling my friend, that wouldn't work today because now my dad had cameras everywhere. He has cameras outside the house, inside the house. I mean, when I was living there, I mean, before I moved out, there was like 3 cameras he had. He had 2 on the outside. And I think he had like 1 on the inside. But now I think he has more than that now. So anybody breaks in, they are getting caught. I mean, unless they have a mask on, but even then, they might still get caught if their car shows up on the camera. Because if that tag number shows up on the camera, then they'll know what car was over there. They'll know the owner of the car at least. So those are cameras. Then these are alarms. Like some of y'all might think this is a waste of money getting an alarm. But what if somebody breaks into your home? That could be scary. Especially if you're not a big, strong person, that could be scary if they break into your home. But if you have an alarm, they break in, there's I say a 98% chance that they're going to run off once they hear that alarm. Because most burglars, they don't want a chance. They just want to go in and steal. But if it's the type of burglar that doesn't value human life, that's there to actually hurt you, that's when you really want that alarm. Because that alarm, it will alert the cops and they'll show up. You won't even have to call the cops. They'll just show up. If you don't give them like the password, they'll show up. So security is good to invest in. Emergency. So I'm basically talking about power outage in this one. So let's say your power goes out. What's good to have is a generator. So this thing cost me too much. I believe it was under $100. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It's nothing too fancy. I mean, it's strong enough to like power a TV. So it did power one of my TVs. And it's strong enough to power. Let me see y'all. I can show y'all. So that generator I just show y'all, it's strong enough to power this light right here. So I used it twice to power that light. So whenever the power went out, and I mean I do have like one of those lights that you push down and they turn on, but that light is just better. I took it in the bathroom and it was easy for me to see what I needed to do. So a generator like this, it could be a good investment. And there are some better ones. So I'm thinking about getting one that's strong enough to like power a refrigerator, because that'll stop my food from spoiling. Because I live in Florida, those hurricanes happen, the power tends to go out. Like 95% of the time when there's a hurricane, my power goes out. And you may also want you to have like some cookware that you could use outside. Because when the power goes out, you can't use your oven. Maybe if you have like one of those gas stoves, which I don't have a gas stove. I believe those should still work when the power goes out. Man, I haven't had a gas stove since I was like 9. No, I was like 11 years old last time we had a gas stove, and that was in Oklahoma. I never seen a gas stove here in Florida. But you have like those grills that come with like a burner before you put your pot on. That could be a way to cook food when the power goes out. So that's good to invest in. The grills that have like the burners. Or you just get a burner that you could hook to like the propane. You get those. So those are another option. There may be like some, I was looking for some battery powered ones online. I was looking for some battery powered burners. I was thinking maybe that would be a good option for people that just don't want that fire in their home. But I just didn't find any. But there are like those burners that you plug up with. I'm not sure if this generator is strong enough, but maybe you have like a stronger generator that's strong enough to like power the small burners. The portable burners that you can pick up, plug in. That might be a way to cook your food or heat your water up. And of course, you want to have like the canned foods or other foods that have a long shelf life. Cause let me show you something. So I'm gonna show you this food that has like a long shelf life. Cause this has a long shelf life. I bought this from Walmart, and let me see the expiration. Yeah, this expiration right here. Look, I don't know if y'all can see it from this angle, but that's 2054. So I'll be old whenever this expires. The 2050s, man, that sounds so long. That sounds so long for now, does it? The 2050s, 2054. I bet technology is gonna be crazy by then. But you may want to have these types of food in your home. The downside is you need to have like some hot water to fish this up. So that is an option to have. So, and that was basically emergency for the blacks out. Now protection. This may be a controversial, but you really want to spend money on these things. Because we don't live in a perfect world. In a perfect world, you wouldn't need any of this, but people don't value human lives. They break in your home, they want to do harm. So So the cameras don't work. They still come in. The alarm sound. They don't leave. They're determined. They're really determined to hurt you. And this we need protection. So guns, it's controversial, but guns, they are a good investment. There's two things you use guns for. You use guns to help you get food. So you use guns for hunting. And you can use guns for protection. So if somebody breaks in, hopefully they see that gun, they punk out. But if they are just determined to hurt you, then you're going to have to use that gun on them. And some people just don't like guns, but there are other options for protection. There's bladed weapons, swords, knives. You can buy those at your sports academy. There's even like bladed shovels you can buy at sports academy, machetes. You could use, so that could be another option. Tasers. Maybe you're walking around, somebody grabs you. That could be a good option to get away from. Just zap them with a taser and you can run off. Or you could like break out, you could like kick their knee joint out or whatever. So that's another option. Or of course, the classic pepper spray. You're walking around in the woods. It could be a bear. I mean, pepper spray could work on a dog, I would imagine. This is what I got. So I ordered this from Walmart. So just supposed to protect you from bears. I mean, I've never seen a bear in my life. I mean, I have seen a bear, but I've never seen a bear in Florida. So I live in Florida for like, 27 years? Not once have I ever seen a bear. But there's this woods I go to sometime, and they do say it's bear country. I've never seen a bear, but still, this would be a good thing to have. I wish it was a smaller. When I ordered from Walmart, I thought it was going to be smaller where I could keep in my pocket. So if you don't like guns, this could be another option for you. I'm not sure how good it is on a bear, but it can work on other animals like a dog and, of course, humans. So maybe somebody breaks in your home, you have this, you can spray it right in their face. And while they cover up their eyes, you grab like one of those heavy frying pans, smash them right in the head. Yeah, this is a finance channel. I'm sound violent right now, am I? Sometimes I get too excited. But yes, those are good investments. Good things to spend your money on. Shoes, mattress, skills, financial books. Of course, ebooks. You need to get that ebook so you could buy my book, which I'm going to have down here. It's called Crossroads, so I'll have the link down here. And of course, you need, it's also worth spending money on the security, the emergencies, and protection. But with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.